our learning objective for these classes is that we will practice our active listening through interactive, which will help us to improve our listening skills. So we have this and this is what we're gonna try to we're gonna talk about like the tone, how we talk, okay? Vamos a hablar sobre los tonos en los que hablamos when we are happy and we are like, hello everybody, how you doing? Cuando hablamos como con ese tono efusivo o what you doing? Pick it up that. O cuando hablamos con esos tonos un poco más agresivos. ¿Listo? We have couple rules in the class. We're going to try to be respectful and participate a lot as much you can. And if I talk too fast, if I say something that you guys don't understand completely, just let me know. We can just repeat it with all the love of the world. Si hablo muy rápido, si digo algo que de pronto no entiendan, simplemente me avisan y con todo el amor del mundo lo repetimos. ¿Listo? We have Camila. Can you read this sentence for me, please?
Yes, teacher. First, quick, shut the door before it's too late. A, aggressive. B, calm. C, sarcastic. D, urgent.
Okay, so we have to shut the door before it's too late. In what kind of tone of voice do you think that sentence will be delivered? ¿En qué tono de voz crees tú que esa oración sería pues como dicha, ¿cierto?
D, urgent.
Shut the door before it's too late. It's Liana and Okay, now, Eliana, can you read for me?
Hola, ¿me escuchas?
Hay como problemas de,
Yes, I can hear you.
de
Estoy
conexión.
escuchando, exacto, estoy escuchando un poco distorsionado. No sé si es mi conexión o...
No,
si
porque a ti sí te entiendo bien. Creo que es de la profe.
Sí, ¿verdad? También estoy escuchando bastante distorsionado el audio.
¿Como con interferencia?
Sí, señora, se corta bastante.
Déjenme. Miro si de pronto. Estoy intentando cambiar. Ahora me escuchan doble, ¿cierto?
Ahora me escuchan doble, ¿cierto?
Sí, señora.
Audio desde el teléfono, pero es que no sé. No, déjenme que no me está dejando. De pronto. Okay. How can you hear me now? ¿Cómo me escuchan ahora?
Se escucha un poco como el
Hay
eco.
un eco. Hay un eco bastante.
Sí, se escucha.
¿Pero se escucha mejor?
Sí, te escuchamos. Te escucho en este momento, te escucho perfecto. But the thing here es que te escuchamos como 4 veces al seguir.
Okay. ¿Y ahí?
Se escucha, todavía se sigue escuchando un poco el eco.
Pero se escucha, solo con el eco.
Sí, sí se escucha mucho mejor, de hecho.
Okay,
Okay,
entonces,
entonces,
sorry.
really sorry.
I don't know what's going on with
I don't know what's going on with this today.
Profe, otra vez está escuchando cortado.
No te pudimos entender.
Tenemos dos opciones, porque no sé por qué las conexiones en Teams han estado tan malas. Podemos hacerlo con el eco, porque el otro micrófono no funciona. Is that okay?
Yo considero que podríamos intentar a ver qué tal nos va.
Ok, porque eh, sí, no sé cómo configurarlo y últimamente no sé por qué Teams ha estado como con este tipo de problemas. Okay. So, Eliana, can you read this for me, please?
The second one,
Estoy
right?
escuchando como algo de fondo. Ah, ya, ok, listo.
This town was wonderful when I was a boy. I think it's the optimistic in an optimistic way.
In an optimistic. Hmm. And if I
Or also
say
it
it
could be
more,
nostalgic.
yes, this expression when we deliver it will be like a nostalgic way. Like this sound was wonderful when I was a boy because he's remembered like this amazing memory, okay? Él está recordando como este recuerdo, bueno, perdón por la redundancia, pero como este recuerdo que lo hace sentir como, oh, this time was wonderful when I was a boy. Perfect. Eliani, how will you read this one? Number 3.
Number
Yo
3.
soy Eliana. Creo
Ah,
que te confundiste, Eliani, pero vale, yo soy Eliana.
Okay, Eliana.
Listo. Poor you. I hope you feel better soon. A. Bitter. B. Grateful. C. Sympathetic. And D. Urgent. Profe, ¿puedes decirme qué significa sympathetic, please?
Simpático. When you are like, oh, Eliani, you look so good today.
Okay.
Oh no. Come on, let's go together to get a drink. Vamos las dos juntas a tomar una bebida, ¿sí me entiendes? Cuando tienes
Okay.
simpatía.
Ok, entonces sympathetic could be.
Sympathetic, perfect for you. I hope you feel some better. You feel better soon. Perfect. Camila, can you read this for me?
Yes, teacher. 4. Don't worry, everything will be fine, I'm sure. A. Accusing. B. Calm. C. Nostalgic. D. Pessimistic. I think is calm. B. Be calm.
Perfect. Don't worry. Everything will be fine, I'm sure. Perfect. Eliana, can you read this number 5 for me?
Yes, teacher. I expect you'll come last. I expect you'll come last in the race. I usually do. A. Arrogant. B. Enthusiastic. C. Grateful. And D. Pessimistic. Hmm. Could be A. Arrogant.
Okay, if I say it like that, I will say, I expect I'll come last in the race. I usually do. But he's saying something so awful, like so blue, so sad. Or what do you think if he said more like, I expect I'll come last in the race. I usually do. He's being more like pessimistic because he's not
Ah,
expecting a thing for
sí.
himself. Okay?
wow.
Um, Eliani, can you read number 6 for me?
Okay. I can't forgive him for how he behaved. So I think is, I don't know what is complimentary.
Um, Puede ser complementary, puede ser cuando you add something for a statement, ¿ok? Cuando quieres complementar un statement, como una adición, como un extra. That makes sense?
Okay, but
Example.
in the
Yes,
senses,
for
I'm
example,
not sure which one. I think it's bitter.
bitter could be bitter. Yeah, the
Cause
first option.
cause optimistic, it doesn't make sense, and sarcastic, it's not the one.
Yeah, it doesn't make, and you're right, complementary cannot be because it's not an addition. Perfect. I can't forgive him for how he behaves. Bitter is the best option. Good job. I'm gonna switch the roles here because I'm getting some confused with Eliana and Eliani.
But
So,
there is a maid who is not participating, Camila. Falta Camila.
okay, Camila, can you read number 7 for me?
Your hair looks fantastic. Aggressive, complimentary, grateful, urgent. I think is C, grateful.
Grateful could be, but this statement you sometimes call an
Or,
addition.
or B, complementary.
Perfect. And number 8, Eliani.
You left my phone outside in the rain. That was a really clever thing to do. Um, you left my phone outside in the rain. I think it's sarcastic.
It is sarcastic. Perfect, girls. Why my camera is not working? Guys, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So now, Camila, can you read this statement for me? This listen strategy?
Listen, listening strategy. Sometimes the words alone do not fully express the speaker's intention. You need to pay attention to the tone of voice as well. For example, an urgent tone of voice suggests that the speaker is giving a warning.
Right? So sometimes the words for themselves are not just enough to deliver or receive um, an expression, right? A veces las palabras en sí no son suficientes para hacer una expresión, para expresar lo que realmente queremos comunicar. For example, it's really different to say, oh yeah, just be careful with that. You're never gonna get burned with the stove. Sí, pon cuidado con eso. Nunca vas a quemarte con la estufa. And to say it, hey, be careful with that. You're never gonna get burned with the stove. Hey, pon cuidado con eso. Es, cuidado con eso. Puedes quemarte con la estufa. ¿Listo? So now we're gonna listen some audios and we're gonna choose the correct answer, okay? Internet today is not
Okay.
cooperating. I'm really sorry. Okay. I'm gonna play it a little bit and I want you guys to confirm me if you can hear the audio.
In half an hour. Leaves in half an hour. 2.
Can you hear the audio there? Okay, so I'm having a situation. I'm gonna mute my computer when I'm talking, but I'm gonna reproduce the audio with the volume up, and I need you guys to confirm if you can hear me clearly, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
1. The next train. 2. That's made me feel.
Sí podemos oírlo, lo que pasa es que hubo un problemita como de conexión, entonces se cortó a la mitad, pero sí podemos oírlo. La parte que escuchamos se oía clara.
Feeling. 1. The next train. 2. 1. The next train leaves in half an hour. 2.
Better, right? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna listen the whole audio first so we can contextualize, and then I'm gonna put it one by one, and I'm gonna stop it. Okay, I'm gonna reproduce number 1, and I'm gonna stop it, and then number 2, and I'm gonna stop it. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
The next train leaves in half an hour. 2. That's made me feel a lot better. 4. We were too poor to even go on holiday.
Did you guys could hear clearly?
Se cortó la cuarta. No sé si a mis compañeras le pasó lo mismo.
One. The next train leaves in half an hour. 2. That's made me feel a lot better. 3. This is going to be rather painful. 4. We were too poor to even go on holiday.
That's better.
Perfect.
Perfect. Did you guys could hear it? Okay. Guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on with these connections and everything. Can you hear me there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So I'm gonna say it because just in case. But the first one say the next train leaves in half an hour. Camila. No, let's start with Eliana. Eliana, what do you think is the tone of voice he's using?
I listened a calm voice.
It's a calm voice. Perfect. Camila, you're gonna do number 2. She said, "That's made me feel a lot better."
Be sarcastic.
Sarcastic. Perfect. Number 3. He said, "This is going to be rather painful." Eliani.
With that one, I'm not sure, but I think it's sympathetic.
Perfect. And number 4. We were too poor to even go on holiday. Eliana.
That is a better vice.
Peter. Oh, for sure. Okay. So now I want you girls to read it, but in this tone of voice. Okay? So he said here, the next train leaves in half an hour in a calm voice. But if you're gonna say it in an urgent voice, I will say like the next train leaves in half an hour, right? Like the tone goes up. Now, Eliana, no, Eliana finished the last one. Camila, how will you say number 2 in a grateful way? Camila?
Teacher is organize the sentence or that I say grateful way.
Yeah, you're gonna use the grateful tone to say this sentence. For example, he's saying in a sarcastic way, "That makes me feel a lot better." But if you say it in a grateful way, how you will say it?
Okay. That's made me feel a lot better.
Like that makes me feel a lot better. Like when you're saying, "Thank you so much. Did you find my cup? Oh, thank you so much. That makes me feel a lot better." Perfect. Eliani, can you say number 3 for me in an aggressive tone? Fight with me.
Okay, this is going to be rather painful.
Oh, you want trouble? You want to fight? Perfect. And Eliana, can you read number 4
Yes,
in a
teacher.
nostalgic way?
Okay. We were too poor to even go on holidays.
I'm so sorry. Perfect. Okay. We'll see if this time works out. And if not, I will read it for you. So what we're gonna do is we have 40 speakers here. And we're gonna find in what tone of voice they are talking. Okay? These are the options. Are they talking in an arrogant, in an enthusiastic, grateful, nostalgic, pessimistic, urgent, or in a sympathetic tone of voice? Let's say if this time this works. Oh, what is this?
Speaker 1.
You've had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. Do you want to tell me all about it? Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody.
Speaker 2. It's a wonderful place. You really should go. The food is fantastic and there's so much to do. You could never get bored. Speaker 3. It's important for me to have an expensive car because people see it and judge me by it. And they need to know that I'm a highly successful person who deserves their respect and admiration. Speaker 4.
Watch out! Don't touch that fence. It's an electric fence. You'll get a shock. Stop!
Did you could hear right the whole sentences?
No, hubo bastante interferencia.
I'm gonna read it for you, okay? Pretty sure. Give me a second, because it is not gonna work like this. Okay, I'm gonna read the number 1. What do you think? What of this kind of voice do you think the speaker is using? You had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. Do you want to tell me about it? Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody. Say it again. You've had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. Do you want to tell me all about it? Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody. What kind of voice do you think I'm using? Eliana.
I think that enthusiastic, maybe?
Think like enthusiastic. Okay, let's put it here. Is Camila agree?
No, teacher. I think is pessimistic.
Pessimistic. Is Eliani agree? Eliani? I'm gonna say it again, okay?
Okay.
You had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. Do you want to tell me all about it? Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody. If I say it in an enthusiastic way, I would say like, "Oh, you had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. Do you want to tell me all about it? It sometimes helps to talk to somebody." And if I say it in a pessimistic way, I will say it like, "You had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. Do you want to tell me all about it?" Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody. More in this statement, she's being more sympathetic because the other person had a such bad day, and she's saying, "You have had a bad time, haven't you? Has tenido un mal tiempo, ¿cierto? You poor thing, tú pobre cosa o pobre cosita. Do you want to tell me all about it? ¿Quieres decirme todo sobre eso? Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody. A veces sirve o ayuda a hablar con alguien más. ¿Ok? So, en este tipo de oraciones, she will be, it will be pathetic. Okay? Ooh. Let's try with the second one. Hmm. Show you there's the transcript that maybe help a little. Okay, number 2. If I say it, it's a wonderful place. You really should go. The food is fantastic and there's so much to do there. You could never get bored. Camila, what do you think is the tone of voice the person is trying to deliver the message?
Where is the options, teacher?
We're reading this one. And the options are this.
I think is grateful.
Grateful is, are the other ones agree or disagree?
I think it's enthusiastic.
Perfect. Perfect is enthusiastic because she is not thankful with the other person because we can assume the other person paid for the trip or something. She's just really excited, right? Really enthusiastic to tell the other person about this wonderful place she was there, right? Okay, number 3. It's important for me to have an expensive car because people see it and judge me by it. And they need to know that I'm a highly successful person who deserves their respect and admiration. Right? What do you think is his tone of voice in that statement? Eliana.
That is an arrogant voice.
Perfect. And number 4. Watch out! Don't touch that fence. It's an electric fence. You'll go. You'll get a shock. Stop! Watch out! Don't touch that fence. It's an electric fence. You'll get shocked. Stop! Eliani, what kind of voice you think the person is using there?
Is urgent.
Perfect.
It's a warning.
She's like, hey, careful! You're gonna get electrified. In my bed? No pain for nobody's injuries. Perfect. So I want you girls to read this transcript in this tone of voices, okay? I want you to read it in the sympathetic, enthusiastic, arrogant, and urgent. So let's start with Eliana. Can you read number 1 for me?
Okay.
In a sympathetic way?
You've had a bad time, haven't you? You poor thing. You don't want to tell me about it? Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody.
Yes, I want to talk to you about all my problems. Perfect. Camila, can you read number 2 in an enthusiastic way?
Yes, teacher. It's a wonderful place. You really should go. The food is fantastic and there's so much to do there. You could never get bored.
Woo! I want to go. Absolutely. Let's go together next time. That sounds amazing. Good job. And Eliani, can you read number 3 for me in
Okay,
an arrogant way?
okay. It is important for me to have an expensive car because people see it and just me buy it. And they need to know that I am a highly successful person who deserves their respect and admiration.
Yeah, sure, because I want to be your friend just for your car. Perfect. And the last one, number 4. Eliana, can you read it for me, like in an urgent way?
Okay. Watch out! Don't touch that fence. It is an electric fence. Just get shocked. Stop!
Perfect. Perfect. So now, let's try again with our audio to see if it works. Well, that's not true. Okay. So now, here. If I am trying to persuading somebody to do something with me, how should I say, what tone of voice should I use? Eliana, if I'm persuading you, if you're gonna persuade me to give you, I don't know, a trip to Las Vegas, all pay, all inclusive, but how are you gonna persuade me to give it to you?
Could be using a sarcastic voice.
Oh, you're gonna ask me for something for a sarcastic way? I'm not gonna give it to you. No trip for you. No me, no me vas a persuadir en un tono sarcástico, porque si tú llegas, yo te voy a regalar un viaje a Las Vegas, todo pago, para que te vayas con tu novio, con tu mamá, con quien quieras. Pero entonces si tú me vas a persuadir a mí que te lo dé, tú no me puedes llegar y hablar en un tono sarcástico, porque como así, ¿cierto?
Okay. Could be enthusiastic.
Maybe enthusiastic or maybe
Of
in a
course.
grateful way.
It's an enthusiastic.
I'm like, enthusiastic? Okay, let's leave it enthusiastic. That works
Yeah,
perfect
if
too.
you tell that person that you are so como emocionado, excited about it, that you
Excited.
want it, so that person would accept what you want.
True. Number 2, Camila, if you're remembering something, you're telling me, for example, if I'm telling you, when I used to live in Colombia, I used to eat empanadas every single Tuesday afternoon. What kind of voice do you think I'm using?
Um, be nostalgic.
Perfect. Eliani, if I'm thanking somebody, oh Eliani, thank you so much for coming and show up in my class and being so participative. What kind of voice do you think I'm using?
a grateful one.
Grateful. Perfect. If I am praising somebody, Eliana, thank you so much. You did amazing. You did a great job. Take this. You have these headphones as a prize. What kind of voice you think I'm using? You did an amazing job. You were super participative, super complimentary with me.
Could be complimentary, but I think that optimistic is a good way. 2.
They both could be an option, but it's usually complementary when you are like making a compliment. You did an amazing job. You were fantastic in the race. You were the faster one in the race. Es la más rápida en la carrera. So both could apply, but mostly of them complementary. Perfect. And number 5, Eliana. Ugh, I'm just done. I'm done with this class. I don't want nothing more to be with this place. I'm just done. I'm leaving. If I'm complaining about the class, what kind of boys you think I'm used?
Is for me or is for Eliani?
Eliana,
Can you repeat the sentence, please?
I'm done with this class. I'm done. I don't want to have nothing to do with you girls. You didn't participate at all. You just were here being not cooperative with me. I'm just done with you. I'm leaving. Bye. Cuando me estoy quejando, ustedes no participaron en esta clase, me voy, ustedes no estuvieron atentas, no pusieron cuidado. No, qué cosa tan terrible. No.
Could be miserable.
Miserable, perfect. Okay, we have time for the last activity. Let's see if I found them.
Did really well. We could all see that Dad was about.
Oh, I have.
I think you did really.
1.
To be honest, I think you did really well. We could all see that Dad was about to lose his temper completely, and Lucy was pretty angry too. And then you suddenly started telling that long story about a family reunion 20 years ago. And everybody thought, what's he talking about? But it worked. You managed to change the subject, and everyone had a chance to calm down. So, well done.
2.
Did you girls could hear it better there?
Sí,
Yes,
la
teacher.
escuché.
I'm hearing better.
Pero ¿la podemos repetir, porfa?
Sí, por favor.
Absolutely. Ya le cogí el truquito. I'm gonna repeat it again.
1.
To be honest, I think you did really well. We could all see that Dad was about to lose his temper completely, and Lucy was pretty angry too. And then you suddenly started telling that long story about a family reunion 20 years ago. And everybody thought, what's he talking about? But it worked. You managed to change the subject, and everyone had a chance to calm down. So, well done.
2.
In this month's
What kind of voice you think girls he was using there? How is he talking?
Teacher, can you put the option, please?
Yes. Are these same options? Are the same options. Should we repeat it again?
Again, please.
Okay. Ready?
To be honest, I think you did really well. We could all see that Dad was about to lose his temper completely, and Lucy was pretty angry too. And then you suddenly started telling that long story about a family reunion 20 years ago. And everybody thought, what's he talking about? But it worked. You managed to change the subject, and everyone had a chance to calm down. So, well done.
2,
I think he's congratulating that person and is a complimentary one.
I think that is like a terrible voice, no?
Teacher, ¿tienes el micrófono apagado? ¿Estás hablando?
Perdón. Okay. Ahora se escucha el eco, ¿cierto? Ay, girls, I'm so sorry. Now? Something with my camera. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Can you hear me normal? Can you hear me with echo? I don't know.
With echo.
Go.
The teacher used voice nostalgic.
Can you hear me better?
Yes, teacher.
Oh my gosh, girls, I'm so sorry. I don't really know what is going on with this. It's just driving me crazy. Okay, so the first one is complementary. Perfect. Let's try to do the number 2.
In this month's edition of Family Issues, there's a fascinating feature on how to prevent arguments in your family. It's full of fantastic tips. How to get through a big family reunion without any tears. How to keep the whole family happy at mealtimes, and many more. Available now from all good newsagents. Only £3.99.
Okay. So you hear it there?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect, teacher.
What
It
kind
sounds
of fun?
it sounded like an enthusiastic way. I'm not sure, but
Enthusiastic. Perfect.
Okay.
Is everybody agree?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
agree.
Perfect. Let's do number 4.
3.
You know, I really thought it would be nice to see everyone, especially after so many years. But I guess I was being too optimistic. As soon as we all got together, all the old arguments started again. My brother fell out with my dad, and they almost had a fight. I just thought, I can't stand this. So I went home. I didn't say anything to anyone. I just left.
4.
Have to mute my computer or mute the microphone. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is Tina. Usually Sam. But what kind of font do you think he was using?
Maybe a nostalgic voice.
Nostalgic?
Or,
Everybody
or miserable?
miserable because he wasn't remember something like it was like, oh no, that was awful. My class today has been awful. My microphone is not working. My internet is not working. No, 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 no. I'm just feeling so bad. I just want to leave, go home, take a nap. Right? He's saying that everything was awful. So he's being miserable. And number 4, and it's the last one, I will let you go, girls. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
There were 6 of us in the family home. Me, my mum and dad, my 2 brothers, and my grandmother. I loved getting up late on Sunday morning and smelling the roast dinner cooking in the oven. We always had roast dinner on Sunday. My dad cooked the meal, but my grandmother used to give him lots of advice he didn't ask for or want. They used to argue sometimes, but it was never a bad argument. It was a happy time.
I really miss my family too. What kind of voice do you think he was using? She was using.
Sarcastic?
Sarcastic?
No, it's like a nostalgic voice. I don't know.
Nostalgic voice. She was talking about her family dinners and how his her family was big, 6 people in there, and that day that her dad just cooked this amazing dinner, and grandma came and gave him some advices, and they used to crash a little bit between them, but never was a bad thing. It was just lovely memory, right? So we'll be nostalgic. That will be everything for today, girls. Thank you so much for your patience. Um, Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate you being so patient, so participative, so supportive. I don't know what's going on with my connection with Teams, with this internet, I don't know, was a crazy class, but we made it. We successfully made it. I think you girls are doing great. And let's keep practice. I will recommend to practice a lot of different accents because we usually learn a lot of um, American accent, and it's not the only accent. When you talk with a black person, when you talk with a British person, even an American, when I find people from Texas, I can just not understand nothing, and it's because their accent. Okay, so that will be important, and that will be everything for today. I'm gonna share with you the attendance link, and you're free to go. I don't know if you girls have any comments, any suggestions, any feedback about my teaching, about this process to learn how to be a teacher. And well, besides the connections, that was a disaster. I would like to hear you girls, and if not, you're free to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher.
Thanks.